Hi guys, this is Valley the Holy Paladin on Doomhammer. I've been playing a Holy Paladin for a couple seasons now. I really like it a lot. I'm going to show you gems, enchants, glyphs, talents, and macros. We're going to go straight off into our talents. You got Speed of Light. Increases your movement speed by 70% for 8 seconds, which is nice. I choose this one because I can just pop that and go ahead and give myself a freedom and get distance away from melee. You got Long Arm of Law. A successful judgment increases your movement speed by 45% for 3 seconds. A lot of Holy Paladins use this because it has a less cooldown time than Speed of Light. Speed of Light has 45-second cooldown, as to where Judgment would only have 5.4 cooldown, but it's less speed that you're gonna have, less distance you're gonna get away. You got Pursuit of Justice. You gain 15% movement speed at all times, plus an additional 5% movement speed for each current charge of Holy Power up to 3. A lot of Rets take that one because they're always hitting Judgment and Crusader Strike. You got Fist of Justice. Stuns the target for 6 seconds, 30-second cooldown. It's pretty much an enhanced Hodge, Hammer of Justice. Instead of a 1-minute cooldown, it's a 30-second cooldown. A lot of Paladins take that one also. Then you have Repentance. It's good for like an extra CC. Say you want to get a long CC chain off, I would just go ahead and go up and hard somebody. Then I would get them in blind. Then I would Repentance them and get them in a long CC. Maybe a polymorph after that from a mage if I'm running with a mage. You got Burdens of Guilt. Your judgment hits fill your target with doubt and remorse, reducing movement speed by 50% for 12 seconds. That's good for Rets because that means they can keep up with their target instead of never getting to touch their target. You got Selfless Healer. Your successful judgments reduce the cast time and mana cost of your next flash of light by 35% per stack, and improves its effectiveness by 35% per stack, which used to heal others stacks up to 3 times. A lot of Rets take that one for off hills. If their partner's about to die, say they're running double DPS, he's running with the DK, he's just gonna pop him a couple of flash hills and not worry about his mana very hard. Yeah, Eternal Flame, which is very good for RBGs because you can just hot up your group and not have to worry about it. Consumes up to 3 holy power to place a protective holy flame on a target, which heals them for 19,913 and addition 2,176 every 2.4 seconds for 29.6 seconds. Healing increased per charge of holy power. Now this replaces your Word of Glory, so I do not recommend it for arenas, but it's good for RBGs. Then you have Sacred Shield. Protects the target with a shield of holy light for 29 seconds. The shield absorbs up to 23,000 damage every 4.9 seconds. Can be active only on one target at a time. You have Hand of Purity. Places a hand on a friendly target, reducing their damage of harmful periodic effects by 70% for 6 seconds. Players may only have one hand on them per paladin at a time. You got Unbreakable Spirit. When your Divine Shield, Divine Protection, or Lay on Hands are on cooldown, spending Holy Power will reduce the remaining cooldown by 1%. Holy Power spent up to a maximum of 50% reduction. That's okay if Clements wasn't here, because Clements pretty much beats that one right up. You can have Hand of Freedom, Hand of Protection, Hand of Sacrifice, and Hand of Salvation twice, each before occurring their cooldowns. So I can pop 2 Hand of Freedoms on me, and then my cooldown will come up finally. Then you got Holy Avenger. Abilities that generate holy power will deal 30% additional damage and healing, and generate 3 charges of holy power for the next 18 seconds. Excuse me. You have, this is good for like on use. Say you want to use it on use. So you're gonna pop it and you're gonna hit your holy shock, and it's gonna give you 3 word glories. 3 holy power. So you're gonna just hit your word glory. Sanctified Wrath. Avenging Wrath lasts 50% longer and grants more frequent access to one of your abilities while it lasts. Holy reduces the cooldown of your Holy Shock by 50%. In my opinion, it's not really worth it. In other Pally's opinion, it's not really worth it. So, I don't get it. You got Divine Purpose. Abilities that cost holy power have a 25% chance to cause the Divine Purpose effect. Divine Purpose effect. Your next holy power ability will consume no holy power and will cast as if 3 holy power were consumed. Last 8 seconds. You got Holy Prism. Sends a beam of light towards a target, turning them into a prism for holy energy. If the enemy is in the prism, they take 44,000 holy damage. And if an ally is in the prism at this point, 29,000 healing. If an ally is in the prism, you heal them for 44,000 and do 29,000 holy damage. You have Light's Hammer. Hurl a light infused hammer into the ground, where it will blast a 10-yard area with arcing light for 16 seconds. Deals 9,000 damage, holy damage to enemies within the area, and 9,000 healing to allies within the area every 2 seconds. That's okay for like an RPG map, but it's not really all that great for arenas because you're not going to be able to just stand there in that circle. You have Execution Sentence. A hammer slowly falls from the sky, causing 129,000 holy damage over 10 seconds. This damage is dealt slowly at first and increasing over time. If used on a friendly target, the falling hammer heals the target for 132,000 healing every 10 seconds. The healing is dealt slowly at first and increases over time. We're going to move on to your glyphs. You got Turn Evil, which pretty much makes your turn evil instant instead of having a chance to get interrupted, because that can kill you if you're low health and you think you're just going to turn him evil and then go ahead and cast your heal, but he interrupts your turn evil, so you die. You have Glyph of Mounted King, which pretty much just when you mount up, cast kings for you. Glyph of Denounce. Your holy shocks have 50% chance to reduce the cast time of your next denounce by 1.0 seconds. Glyph of Winged Vengeance. It's just for pretty much looks. It just makes 4 wings instead of 2. Glyph of Protector of the Innocent. When you use Word of Glory to heal another target, it also heals you for 20% of the amount healed. Yeah, that one's more of just a looks glyph, like I said. Okay, now we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. You have to the gear. You got your 5-piece Holy Paladin gear. I'll come back to that. You got your Illiteracy Necklace, which is the best because Haste and Mastery are best stats, besides Spirit and Intellect. Divine Purpose pretty much replaced crit for Holy Paladins in Season 12, so don't spec into crit. Illiteracy is the best necklace. Prowess is the best back piece. Prowess bracers. Meditation belt. Meditation boots. We're gonna move on to the gymming part of it. You have 216 intellect and 3% increased crit effect. That's okay. It's one of the better ones, I guess. You have 80 intellect and 160 PvP power. And a red socket is purple gem. You have 160 PvP power and 160 PvP resilience. Vivid gem, I believe it is. You have 80 intellect and 160 PvP power and 160 PvP power and 160 PvP resilience. You have 320 PvP power. Stormy is the gem, I believe. 320 PvP power and 160 intellect. Brilliant intellect, I believe it is. 160 intellect and a 320 PvP power. And 160 PvP power and 160 PvP resilience. They took head enchants for paladins out of the game in Season 12. They took head enchants for all classes out of the game in Season 12. So there's no more head enchants. You got your enchanted 200 intellect and 160 crit. It's the only shoulder enchant out right now for Holy Paladins. Or any ranged at this point, I guess you could say. You have 180 intellect. 80 stats increased to everything. Plus 80 stats to all stats. You have enchanted 180 intellect. 170 haste. A belt buckle. 285 intellect and 165 spirit. 175 haste. That's about it. You got your rings, meditation, cruelty, and your emblem of Trance City and Doments. I'm gonna move on to your macros. You have Divine Favor, slash cast Divine Favor, slash use Malevolent Gladiator Badge of Doments, which is this one right here. It increases your spell power by 5,105 for 20 seconds. It's nice if you want to get some quick cast off with your trinket up. You have your Focus Hodge macro, Hammer of Justice, which you know most of you good PvPers know what a focus macro is. The focus macro for Repentance also. Have Wings if you don't like my Divine Favor macro, slash cast Avenging Wrath, and might use the Domance trinket. I believe that's it. Thank you guys. Please subscribe to my video. I'll be creating a new one shortly. Thank you.